what's up you guys? Century Productions here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy Groot Build-A-Figure series, Infinite series, Starlord. You know, the legendary outlaw. Forget it. Anyways, I'm going to be reviewing this Starlord figure today, and, you know, I'm really pleased with this guy. I think he looks just like the movie version. It looks like he comes with a lot of accessories. I don't know, I'm just really excited to open him out of the package, and I really do like these packages, but, too bad that these figures have to come out of them, because, I mean, they do look really pretty, but you can see he comes with a lot of accessories, the little Walkman, the headphones, the little orb thing with the alleged, was it power gem in it, or whatever, but, really cool. Alternate head, too, so I'm really liking the direction they went with this figure, so let's check out this box real quick. Pretty standard Guardians of the Galaxy, Starlord at the bottom, in case you didn't know how to spell it. Got a picture of him on the side, and it's kind of got like this glossy kind of look to it. It's really nice. We go on the back here, he's got like a little bio. It says, with the universe in peril, interstellar adventurer Peter Quill, aka Starlord, assembles a ragtag team of cosmic misfits to defend it, the Guardians of the Galaxy. And you see all the other figures in the wave, which you have to collect in order to build the Groot. So really cool box, but like I said, I gotta open this figure up and see what he's really about. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so I got the Starlord out of package, and like I said, he does come with a lot of accessories. It comes with an alternate head, little Walkman, and of course the headphones and that little orb thing I showed you earlier. But aesthetically, I think it looks really good. Like I said, it looks exactly like the character from the movie. Like I said, there's lots of details, lots of little sculpting marks. They add a lot of things to this figure. As far as the articulation goes, I think in certain areas it could be better, but overall I'm very pleased with this figure, and I'm really happy I got him. So let's start off with these guns. First things first, he comes with just the two hands, so you're not going to be getting any extra hands if that's what you thought you were gonna get. No, you got the Walkman and all the other stuff. So these hands, they do fit the guns pretty well. I feel like they don't really got that good a grip on them, so they can kind of fall out very easily, as you can see. So that is one of my gripes. One of my other gripes is these shoulders. These shoulders seem to get caught within the trench coat a lot when you're like rotating the joint up here, so you just got to be really careful. This seems like one of those delicate figures, so you're going to need to be a little bit more careful. And I've noticed this on all of the figures. I've seen a couple reviews on this guy, so you just got to be really careful with this figure, but that shouldn't stop you from getting them in some really cool poses and having a lot of fun with them, so that's really cool. I really like this head sculpt. This head sculpt is killer. This is definitely my favorite of the two heads. And here we can see the other head. We can see this is the Chris Pratt head I got in my right hand right here. So this Starlord head to my left is probably my favorite of the two. I don't think this looks exactly like Chris Pratt, but I can definitely see how it could kind of look like him. So good job to them on that. It probably could be a little bit better, but I do like how the hair is sculpted. They did do a really good job with that, and how the beard and everything. So looks like his hair is a little too big for the headphones, so it's kind of hard to get him all the way down there. But from the side, it kind of looks like he's got the headphones in, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, you get this little tiny, I mean, you can barely even see it, Walkman, which isn't really too detailed, but I like the effort, and that can go right into his hand. So now he's playing, you know, of course these are cordless, because, you know, he's a Guardian of the Galaxy, he doesn't need cords, so that's pretty cool. I do like those accessories, that's really nice. You can also see on here that there's this bag right here, and this is removable. You can remove that right here. There's a little peg right here where you can remove it, but I'm going to keep him on there just because I like it. Alright, so back to this guy real quick. Let's show this little orb thing with the alleged power gem in it. We're not too sure, but you can see it's really nicely detailed, so that's really cool. Kind of hard to put in his hand, though, so watch out for that. So as far as his guns go, I really do like how these guns are sculpted. I like how they're painted. I just overall really like the look of these guns. These are really nice. You got the little gold plated in there. This is super cool, and like a couple little sculpting marks in there. Really nice guns. I really do like these. No holsters or anything, so you're gonna have to have him holding them, but you're gonna want him holding them anyways. So as far as this figure goes, like I said, there's a couple gripes. This looks like an entirely new mold, so I don't think I've ever seen them do anything like this. We usually get the other trench coat molds with the other dudes, but this looks like an entirely new one. No, you cannot take the trench coat off. It's not going to work like that, obviously, since his arms are red, so it's not really going to work out too well for you. But you can see the articulation's still there. You can still get them in lots of different poses. But just let's take a look at all the little details on this figure. It's chock full of them. We've got all these little details going down his coat right here. It looks like there's a little black wash on the coat as well, instead of it just being that plain red, which I really do appreciate. That always always looks good to the eye when they add a little bit of extra paint application in there. So I'm really fortunate they did that. You can see all the other little sculpting marks on here. We've got these little pads. It looks like there's a little, is that a little Starlord insignia on his shoulder pad right there? That's really cool. I like that. You can see the mask is extremely detailed as well, and the hair is very detailed, because you know, Chris Pratt's he's gotta rock the nice hairdo, of course. And then we go down the belt buckle. A lot of work was put in on this figure. You can see like this gold on the front of his backpack thing right here. He's got the the silver plated belt buckle, and there's some sculpting marks on the pants. Then we go down into the legs, and of course we've got the little boosters that we saw in the trailer. So a lot of work was put into this, and I think they did a really good job. Sometimes when they put all this work into these figures, sometimes the articulation doesn't translate as well, but you're kind of sacrificing the articulation for an overall better sculpt. So I think that's kind of what they went for right here. And I think they did a pretty kick-ass job. I mean, all you really need is his arms and his legs free, and you can get him in some kick-ass poses. So kudos to Hasbro on that. As far as the articulation goes, his head goes up and down. Pretty good range of motion on there. It looks like there's a little rocker right here too, which is real nice. Go into the arms, just go forward and back, up and down. Got a piece of articulation right below the shoulder right there. Two pieces at the arm. We go into the wrist, which of course it's got two, which goes forward and back, left and right. We go into the chest, which you can't really get too much of a range of motion out of the chest simply because of the trench coat. So you can't really push it back too far, but he does hunch forward a little bit, and of course he does have waist articulation, because figure would be incomplete without the waist articulation. We go down into the legs, and it looks like this sculpt has been kind of shaved down a little bit. You'd usually see these hips be a little bit wider for your normal 6-inch figures, but since the trench coat's there, you're going to want to kind of trim it down so you can kind of get a solid, fluent look for the overall figure. So I think they did a pretty good job on that. I definitely see where they're coming from. But the legs have a bunch of pieces of articulation to go front and back. Piece right there, two pieces at the legs, and of course we've got some more detailing on the top of the kneecap right there. Go down into the foot, which goes front and back, and of course we got a little pivot right here. And it kind of does get a little bit hindered simply because of these little booster things right here when you're trying to pivot the shoe, but you can still get a pretty good pivot out of it. So overall, I am super pleased with this guy. I think he's super badass. And I'm just happy I completed the Guardians of the Galaxy set. So this is Century Productions. I will catch you guys later. Peace.